An Arizona Minuteman has been arrested for pointing an AR-15 rifle at a sheriff's deputy, essentially a police officer. Now, we haven't talked about the Minutemen for a while, but this is the self-organized kind of militia border watchdog group that helps, they claim to help Border Patrol and authorities patrol for illegal immigrants. And the story is this: a member of the Minutemen militia was arrested for allegedly pointing his AR-15 semi-automatic rifle at a Maricopa County Sheriff's deputy. His name is Richard Malley, 49 years old. He and two other group members were patrolling an area along Interstate 8 in Interstate 8, searching for illegal activity there in Arizona along the Mexico border. And the Minutemen watch for these unauthorized immigrants that they claim are crossing over constantly and that they would be able to help detain or in some way help law enforcement. And Malley pointed his rifle and a flashlight at some deputies that showed up. He was not only armed with a rifle, he also had a .45 caliber pistol and a fixed blade knife. The deputy identified himself as law enforcement, and Malley did not lower his weapon. Instead, he asked for proof that the individual was actually a law enforcement officer. The deputy takes out his badge, shows the patches on his sleeves and the word sheriff across his chest, and then says, "Okay, now put down your weapon." And Malley still refused to do it. Eventually, he was taken into custody once more deputies arrived, and he said, "I just thought the deputy was a drug smuggler, and I was in fear for my life." Maricopa County Sheriff Joe Arpaio, racist Sheriff Joe Arpaio, said he's lucky he's still alive, and he's lucky my deputy is still alive. It could have been a very serious confrontation in the darkness at 9:30 at night. Couple thoughts on this. Number one, if this individual who held an officer up at gunpoint had been black or Hispanic instead of white, would the outcome have been the same, Lewis, or is it reasonable to assume it might have gone a little bit differently?
I don't know. It's very hard to say. I mean, from everything we hear in the news, the assumption would be that perhaps it wouldn't have been quite the same. But I mean, that all depends on the individuals involved and their, I don't know, and how they think and how they react in situations like that.
The more important thing here is Lewis and I have a friend who's in the Border Patrol, and he spoke to us on the condition of anonymity about these militiamen. He doesn't speak for all Border Patrol agents, but he told us very candidly, Lewis, that he and his immediate colleagues cannot stand these Minutemen militia individuals who are doing the George Zimmerman thing of constantly calling in all sorts of stuff that is nothing, but also actually getting in the way. Many, many times when in pursuit of an individual or in all sorts of different situations, these Minutemen actually get in the way and just cause problems. And at least our friend and his colleagues simply cannot stand them. And I wish the Minutemen would realize this and just do something else.
Yeah. Anything not involved in security and nothing having to do with guns. I mean, these people are just a bunch of morons who all think they're Rambo. And I don't know what they're trying to accomplish, but I guarantee you not one of them has ever accomplished anything good.
There it is. There's Lewis laying down the law on the Minutemen.